Congressman Byron Donalds is with us now. President Biden, the Democrats are blaming this formula shortage on corporations, on Abbott. Who do you blame?
I blame it on the FDA and I blame it on the administration, like everybody else does. Listen, if there was a contamination at the Abbott lab, that's one thing. But if the FDA is going to go in and shut down the lab that's responsible for 40% of the supply and not actually think about what happens when there's not enough supply of baby formula in the United States, that is the fault of the administration. Once again, you have Joe Biden and his team. They're governing with talking points, but not with plans, definitely not with strategies. And unfortunately, what this is going to lead to is malnutrition of babies in the United States. Who would have ever thought such a thing would happen? Only in Joe Biden's America can something like this take place.
Now, there are so many things that you could say. Who would have thought we'd get $5 gas? Who would have thought we would get an open border? There are so many things you would say a year ago. Who would possibly imagine we're going to get this? Now we're looking at $6 gas across the country. That's according to J.P. Morgan. This summer, $6 gas on average in America. What are your constituents going to say if we do get $6 gas?
My constituents are going to wonder, why aren't we allowing for more oil exploration in the United States and importing oil from Canada? Yes, our neighbors to the north who wanted to send us shale oil and natural gas through the Keystone pipeline that Joe Biden shut down. Again, talking points, not strategy. What we have to do is actually begin the process of unleashing our energy apparatus, our oil and gas apparatus here in the United States. And you don't do that by charging more for some new lease. You do that by actually challenging the environmentalists in court, allowing oil companies to drill, and making sure from a regulatory standpoint that they're going to have trust and faith that the federal government and this administration is going to back the idea of actually expanding oil and gas production in the United States. That's what needs to happen. It's actually not that hard. It's an ideological problem that is at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
What's the mood of your constituents at the moment? The people I see around me in New Jersey and upstate New York, they're angry. How about Floridians?
Oh, no, they're angry too, and they're sick of it because it doesn't have to be this way, Stuart. Listen, we have all of the energy we need in the ground. The only problem we have is we have the radical left and their green technology, Green New Deal agenda, and they do not care about the harm that is happening from an economic perspective to families across the United States. They were gloating about this at the beginning of the Biden administration. They had no problem with gas prices going up. This is actually what they want. But what's happened now is people are realizing the dysfunction of the left agenda, of the Democrats, and of Joe Biden. It's hurting every family in our country.
All right, Congressman Byron Donalds, thanks so much for being here, sir. See you again soon.